Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. All month long, we've been celebrating 60 years here at WTWO. We've showcased news and weather. Now it's time for sports. While we can't spotlight every moment over the last 60 years, we can catch up to two of the best to ever do it. How do you sum up 60 years of sports in the Wabash Valley?
Let's talk about a great ending.
Chat with some of the legends that covered it.
I began as sports director in February of 1979 after a stint in news, and I held that position until late 1980. So I really wasn't involved in sports for a long time here, but the timing was outstanding because in February I took the job, and in March Bird and Magic Johnson played for the NCAA title, and I got to go.
Bird wasn't the only Sycamore flying high during that time.
It was also right before the 1980 Moscow Olympic Games, and unfortunately President Carter boycotted it, and so therefore it never occurred. But Kurt Thomas was still at Indiana State at the time. He was the best male gymnast in the world. I was really excited about that because how often do you see in one short little time one of the best basketball players of all time and obviously one of the best gymnasts of all time.
Speaking of the best,
They've lost 3 straight. Peyton Manning has turned into an interception machine.
His tenure started at WTWO back in the 90s.
I covered sports for almost 25 total years, all said. My first week on the job, I was sent to Terre Haute South because Brian Evans had verbally committed to play for Bob Knight in the Hoosiers. He would go on to be the Big Ten Basketball Player of the Year.
Fast forward a few years, and that's not the only moment that Terre Haute South basketball brought to the Wabash Valley.
So the Braves do a tremendous job of not looking past Castle High School.
The Terre Haute South Lady Braves winning the state championship is something I'll never forget. That was Terre Haute's first ever high school basketball state championship, and it was more than just the actual feat of winning the state title. This was a journey for the Braves, but those great years turned into 4 more great years at Indiana State when Melanie Bagelin and Kristen Weddle went to ISU. There was a real buzz in the community about local kids doing such great things.
Speaking of ISU, WTWO was the proud home of some big-time Sycamore basketball games over the years.
So many great memories of ISU basketball. I was lucky enough to do the TV play-by-play for a long time.
Coverdale to Jeffries for the win. No! This 3-year series is over.
Sure, the Sycamores provided us with some big moments, but high school sports helps make the Valley so unique.
In my mind, you have to start with ISU, needless to say. But the high schools in Terre Haute have had a long history of success in sports. I think if you put those combinations together, you know, it's really attractive when it comes to sports.
If there's one thing that kind of sums up my experience, it was being in communities where when kids in those communities were doing great things in sports, the whole community rallied around it. And I just always remembered how good it felt and how much excitement I felt and Jesse felt for those teams. That was a special time for me.
So cheers to 60 years of awesome sports moments with plenty more to come. I would not be here today if those two hadn't hired me about 15 years ago.